So yeah, they just took that instrument, they scraped against the walls, and then they just scooped it out. And that was my first colonoscopy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the What's in the Pod podcast. Today, we are going to be reviewing a special movie that neither of us have seen before. And that is the fourth installment of the Star Wars series, A New Hope. For anybody who's new to what we are doing, we are actually going and watching for the first time the Star Wars movies to see what they're all about. Obviously, we're watching them in chronological order, the way they were meant to be seen, 1 through 8. Today we are doing the fourth one, and as always, I am joined here with my brother, Michelle. Introduce yourself.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's get to it. I have a feeling that they called this one A New Hope, because personally, it gave me a new hope for the series.
Yeah, it definitely felt like they were hoping to make the movies a lot better, which they definitely did. Although, I don't know how we took about 40 years back in technology, but I thought it was kind of cool that they went to more practical effects rather than all the CGI nonsense that they had previously been doing.
Well, it was kind of weird, because the previous 3 movies were actually big hits. They made a lot of money when they were in theaters. They made a shit ton of money on DVD, and they made even more money through toys and crap like that. But for some reason, yeah, they just dropped back the budget on this one. It looked like it was made in the 70s, but then there were still like random moments where they decided to show off their budget, like with that Jabba character, where they just kind of like throw in a CG character and they just don't really fit at all with the rest of what's going on. Like that scene where Han Solo steps on his tail and then he kind of like shudders up and down, like he kind of has a seizure because he's not clipping well in the scene with the CGI character. Just little things like that didn't really make sense.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about, because I watched the good version of this movie.
What do you mean?
So the good version that doesn't have
Good Burger?
bullshit like you just said.
Wait, you have a copy of it without all the added garbage?
Of course.
Is that on DVD?
Of course.
Because I have the little box set. Comes with the 3 movies. Does your copies have Hayden Christensen in the 6th movie? Not that we've seen it that far yet.
I'm not sure, because I haven't seen it that far yet.
Well, I'm just wondering if, like, it says on the back of your DVD if Hayden Christensen's at the end of it, like, just superimposed over the actor who's actually supposed to be playing Darth Vader.
Back of my Blu-ray case does not have any such material that you're speaking of. Hopefully that kid died and he's gone. But it was kind of cool to see him turn into a semi-badass who wasn't, like, screaming like a little whiny bitch, but it was actually going around kicking ass and taking names and throat choking people with his fingers. It was also cool.
Kind of funny that he then shows his age along with Obi-Wan Kenobi when they meet back up and have their little sword fight. They're not doing flips anymore. They're just like, I'm a little old now.
It was like an old folks home fight.
Yeah, and then Obi-Wan just like gave up. He's just like,
Yeah, he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna die and help them get away.
Turn to some jello.
Like, Luke Skywalker was just like, we're pretty much like right here. You don't have to die. We can,
we can help you.
We're getting away. You could like run this way and.
What I thought was really weird, because obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi knows that Luke and Leia are brother and sister, and that Darth Vader's their father. Why wouldn't they just tell him?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could kind of understand not telling them about the whole, like, father figure thing. Like, hey, by the way, your father's kind of a psychopath who killed a whole bunch of people and, like, ruined the entire galaxy. But
feel like it would be good to know.
I definitely feel like it would have been a prime opportunity to be like, hey, why don't you go save this chick? And by the way, it's kind of your sister, so
yeah,
don't become attracted to her the way that you're probably going to, because you're weird.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he obviously knew a lot more than he was telling him in this one. And with the previous movie setting up so much, and then to not really just kind of forget about it, it's like, oh, I'm an old man now. It's.
I mean, no, he could have developed something like Alzheimer's or something like that, and they just
no,
didn't tell us. You know, maybe it was something where he just, parts of his memory are spaced and gapped. And,
no, because he talks about, doesn't he talk about Luke's father? And he's like, yeah, we go back. We were good friends.
Yeah, he says that they fought in the war together.
Yeah.
Which is technically true, and that's fine. But again, I mean, it's a disease that affects people different ways, and maybe it's just bits and pieces here and there.
I don't know. I feel like he was just kind of being a dick.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did, just kind of die.
He just kind of gave up. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take these secrets to the grave. The one character I'm really glad didn't come back in these ones, because I assume he just died of old age, is that stupid little Yoda character. That's one character I really don't want to see again. Yeah.
Very happy we don't have to deal with Kermit the Frog anymore. Although I am really disappointed that the stupid PC-30 guy is still in here just being obnoxious.
Because he's a robot. I mean, robots don't really, die.
I mean, you could unplug them.
Yeah, but somebody else could plug them back in. Apparently they did.
Oh my god, who would plug that thing back in and not immediately
Samuel L. Jackson.
Unplug it?
Take a shot.
He died. He, threw himself out of that tower.
No, he's in this one. He made a cameo.
Nope.
He's just in a stormtrooper outfit, so you couldn't really tell. But anyways, I was really glad getting into this one, like I said, because it gave me a new hope for the franchise. And even though they kind of took back on the budget of the movie, it gave it a lot more heart. Because like you said, they kind of did more practical stuff. It seems like they put a lot more effort and care into it in general. Just the overall story felt like it had more of an arch to it. The characters felt 1,000 times more relatable than delivering lines like they're killing younglings and crap like that, and trying to force all the love stories and everything.
I like that it seemed like maybe they just severely cut back on the cost of everything, but they got real actors in this movie.
Yeah, and it also seemed like they hired an actual writer.
Or maybe the guy hired himself.
No, there's some between these two movies. There's no way that it's the same writer.
Well...
Or even the same filmmakers.
Possible.
It's probably a different director, producing team, and writer and everything. Just everything was different about this movie, but in the best ways.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they got just a younger, maybe younger director, younger writer, just fresh ideas, stuff like that.
Well, who was it? Look it up.
George Lucas.
Oh, that's really close to the George Lucas guy that made the other 3 movies.
Yeah, that's I wonder if maybe they somebody had 2 people kind of with similar names in their phones, and maybe they just accidentally called the wrong guy for this one.
Maybe.
But it turns out he did a damn good job, because this movie is pretty cool.
How awesome was that whole Death Star thing at the end with the fighter pilots and all that?
I mean, it was cool. But I really kind of just don't understand how you make this giant spaceship moon thingy and oh, sorry, that's no moon. The giant spaceship orb thingy, and they just kind of flew in and shot one missile, and the whole thing kind of exploded. This is kind of strange to me. I feel like maybe we could revisit that in a spin-off sort of story or something. That'd be kind of cool just to know how and why that was so easy, because honestly it was kind of stupid.
Well, I can tell you why it was so easy, and it's just one simple thing. Because this is pod racing. It's that simple.
Well, luckily there was no pod racing in the movie.
There should have been.
A lot of those sequences with the spaceships and stuff fighting, those were pretty cool.
You know what this movie was missing?
Jar Jar Binks.
besides that, it needed more LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Mm-hmm. Are you really looking up LeVar Burton right now?
I don't know who that is.
How do you not know LeVar Burton?
That guy's in Star Trek, not Star Wars.
Yeah. Whoops. He's still a badass. You know? Reading Rainbow, cool. All that shit.
He's pretty cool.
Dude's pretty awesome. Name one bad movie he was ever in.
Well, if IMDb would load, I could probably tell you. Let's see here. Didn't we talk about him last time, too?
No.
Let's see. It's gotta be...
We talked about Lance Reddick.
The Supernaturals, probably. Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Sounds like a pretty good movie.
It's probably terrible. It looks pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, this movie was pretty cool. It was really awesome, too, to see Chewbacca came back. Pretty cool character. Nice to see him kind of team up with the fresh new Han Solo guy.
What was your favorite line of his?
Of Chewbacca's?
Yeah.
Probably... that one.
That was pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie.
I
thought that was going to sound a lot worse.
I just think that he's really cool. It's cool that they got a 7'8" tall person to play him.
Did they?
I don't know. The dude, he has to be huge.
Probably. Didn't you say you met that guy in the past?
No. No, I did not.
Oh, I could have sworn you told me a story about how you met him in person once.
I think I saw him visually in person at Gen Con.
You never met him, though?
Back. No, I didn't meet him. I don't really feel like paying money to meet people.
Oh. You met Lloyd Kaufman, though, and that was cool.
That was cool.
That dude's
definitely
awesome.
Met him. And guess what? To meet him, all you had to do was walk up to him. You didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah, you just got to go.
I mean, I bought the picture, but then he signed it, so that was pretty cool. And I gave it to somebody. I don't remember who.
He gave it to me.
Oh, that's right. And he called you Justin.
Probably.
And then he wrote Justin, and I'm like, whatever.
It's not as bad as when I met Ruggero Deodato, and he spelled my name with a Y.
Justin?
No, Dustin.
Oh.
No, wait, no, he did spell it Dystin.
Maybe his U just looks like a Y.
No, he's Italian. He didn't know the language very well, so gotcha. I had to spell it out for him.
It's still kind of cool, though. I mean, it makes it a little bit more unique.
Dude's awesome.
That's why, like I said, I didn't try to make Mr. Kaufman redo it, because I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, when I met Lloyd Kaufman, I was with Brad, and speaking of which, we can't forget his review. But I was with Brad, and Lloyd Kaufman taps Brad on the shoulder. He goes, "Hey, buddy, can you take a picture for me?" And Brad's like, okay. And I was like, dude, that's who I'm waiting in line to see. He's like, oh, I didn't know who that was.
Oh, my God.
And then I
knew the guy. The moment I saw him, I was like, oh, my God, it's Lloyd Kaufman. And then I saw the whole trauma booth, and I was like, sweet, I'm going to get stuff for Dustin.
Yeah, I ended up buying Romeo and Juliet that day. And he wrote, nice. Thanks for being a genius, XOXO.
That guy's pretty funny.
That dude's fucking hilarious. I love Lloyd Kaufman. Speaking of Romeo and Juliet, James Gunn just got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, technically he got fired by Disney, but yeah, that's associated
no,
to
Guardians. I mean fired from making it.
I know, yeah, he got fired from Disney. Disney fired him.
Yeah, so he got fired from making the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
That is correct, but he got fired by the company, Disney.
Now, I'm pretty sure Dave Bautista was like, you're fired.
I'm pretty sure Dave Bautista currently is pretty pissed off about that situation.
Yeah, he is. That's actually kind of funny, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think it's completely nonsense, but, you know, nobody asked my opinion, so...
I asked your opinion on it.
I mean, if anybody asked my opinion, it's like, hey, why don't we fire the real criminals, this 3CPO guy, because he's pissing me the hell off.
Or the
guy's so annoying.
George Lucas, who decided to cut out Jar Jar motherfucking Binks.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I did like this movie, I just kind of feel like maybe there were a few things that were done wrong. Number one, Jar Jar Binks. He definitely should have been in the movie. It would have been cool to see, like, an older Jar Jar Binks. The next one would be, like, how the hell did Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, age 50 years when it was actually probably closer to 18? I don't know how that works. I don't know how that happened. But all of a sudden, the dude's like 86 years old.
He's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, that whole Death Star thing, like, oh, let's just shoot one little torpedo at it and it's going to blow up and then we're going to win because this is really cool. And it's like, no, that's not how this works.
I did think that it was kind of cool that they substituted a lot of Obi-Wan's powers, though, and just made him more mystical. Like, he could just control people's minds and still just kind of do more subtle things rather than being like a complete badass.
Yeah, and I think it kind of boils down to, like, the dude just quit. Like, he's like, you know what, these bad guys are really good. They've got, like, a big giant that's not a moon sort of spaceship thing. And I'm just, you know what, I'm going to bow out of this. I'm just going to quit. I'm a giver-upper. They should have called him Obi Giver-upper Kenobi. That's what his name should be.
How about no?
That's what it should be.
What else do we got in this one? Outside of the obvious, I guess.
Creepy little poacher guys were awesome. No, not the Tusken Raiders. Those guys are dicks. They killed Anakin's mom. The little like poacher guys that run around like collecting everything when there was like a spaceship that crashed.
Oh.
They took the droids and stuff. Those guys were awesome. They spoke in that weird gibberish language. They had lighty up eyes.
Yeah, they're like, yep, yep. Yeah, and all those weird noises and shit.
Those guys were cool.
Yeah,
those guys need to be in every movie. I hope they don't like make those guys into like furry animal creatures in like the next installment or anything like that, because that would be stupid.
Or not even the next one. They may even just skip the next one and just wait till the 6th movie.
They might, but yeah, just keep those little guys the same way. We need more midget people in these movies, and they don't need to be little furry teddy bears.
Yeah, where the hell's Angelo Rosito? He needs more roles in films. Let me guess, you're going to look up Angelo Rosito now. I swear to God, if you don't know who he is, I will punch you.
I'll know who he is once I see him.
He's a little person.
He's still a little person. Oh, there's only one.
There is. Him and Vern Troyer. Guess what? One of them's still alive. Actually, Angelo Rosito's dead too. God damn it.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
I'm not even joking. I'm thinking of a different little person.
Oh, so you weren't even talking about the same one?
There's only 3. And I was wrong about both.
No, because there's the dude from Game of Thrones.
He doesn't count as a little person to me.
Dinkles.
No, Peter Dinklage. I'm thinking of Warwick Davis. God damn it.
Wasn't he in these movies?
That's what I'm saying.
No, like he quite literally is.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he should be given a role in the 6th movie, even though we don't know he's in it yet. Oh, he was also in Episode 1.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, he is in Return of the Jedi, too, though. That's his first movie. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's a pod race spectator. He's
Fuck Angelo Rosito. Just kidding. Angelo Rosito's pretty awesome. He was in Freaks. I don't know why I just mixed them up.
Because they're both tiny people.
That's just racist.
Little sausage fingers.
He plays a character in Rogue One named Weeteef Suibi.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, and I don't know what that is, so...
Well, Warwick Davis. Look him up.
I know who it is. Professor Flitwick.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Now flick and swish.
We haven't watched the Harry Potter films yet.
Yeah, but I've already seen them, because I'm a big giant nerd.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Speaking of being a big giant nerd.
I saw this thing on the internet. It was like a snippet from the Harry Potter movies where it replaced the word wand with the word penis, and it's like basically the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's like, and then Harry gripped his penis very tightly as the stream was shooting out from it.
And he flicked and swished his penis. Anyways.
Good times. Good times. Yeah, what else? What else do we got about this one? It looks like the next one is called
The Empire Striketh Backeth.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Hopefully.
Definitely more so than when watching those first 3 movies, because I was kind of like, oh.
I hope we get another character.
Do with this one now?
I hope we get another character who just yells out "No!"
I hope we don't get that, but
I wouldn't complain.
Feel like the one thing that this movie didn't really have any of, and I'm not sure how they really got away with it, is there's no black guys. This series definitely needs a black guy.
Yeah, there was Samuel Jackson.
No, he wasn't in this past movie.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't in A New Hope. No, he wasn't. Shut the hell up.
He was if you watch this one and the past one side by side.
No, he wasn't. Shut the hell up.
Oh, my bad. But anyway, so Brad sent in his review for Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope, and it looks like he gave it a 1 out of 10. Whoa.
1 out of 10.
Just kidding. He gave it a 10 out of 10. He said this movie was da bomb. Okay, thank you.
Da bomb diggities.
Thank you, Brad, for your review.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us. I know we talked about the movie for about 4 of the 21 minutes, but thanks for tagging along.
Well worth it.
We enjoyed it, and we hope you enjoyed parts of our review, too.
One last thing before we sign off. The movie Anaconda sucks butt.
I already turned it off.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm just kidding. Anaconda sucks butt. Have a good one.
Sucks butt. See ya.